counting down to first pitch in Atlanta. It's the Marlins and the Braves, and it's coming up next. A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Along with me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's take a quick look back at what's transpired over the first 2 games in this 4-game set.
Yeah, everything's gone to plan so far. See, the home team's taken the first 2 games of this 4-game set. They're playing real well right now. No reason to think they can't make it 3 straight here.
All right, EK, we'll get to Steve in a moment, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins, as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. And they'll have to face one of the tougher assignments a team could be handed, the difficult-to-solve right-hander Chris Medlin. Christian Yelich makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Full count, 3-2. Adeiny Echeverria waits on deck. Payoff pitch coming. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is on here to get this one underway. So the leadoff man aboard here following the single to right. And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Yelich is running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, you know, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. On the ground down the first base line. Look at the stop. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play.
Boy, that's really a great play here at first. This ball has double written all over it. And that's a great job there to lay himself out and then hustle over to the bag to get the 3 unassisted putout.
Giancarlo Stanton will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch coming. And that misses, ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Now the starting lineup on your screen for the Atlanta Braves as announced by manager Freddie Gonzalez. They'll have their work cut out for them as they face the Rookie of the Year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Jordan Schaefer will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading out for the Braves, left fielder, Jordan Schaefer.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
Yeah, and if you got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
1-2. And he'll fight to stay alive here as this is reached for and fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Bogusevic will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Andrelton Simmons will dig in now, and he's probably been the toughest out on the ball club of late as you see the sizzling numbers there in these last 9 games. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Jason Hayward will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Evan Gattis will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Look out for the double play.
Now both runners on the move. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
Well, apparently the game plan is to try to test the catcher's arm out early, but it's not going to pay off for him here as a good throw down to third gets him by a pretty wide margin.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
He'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. In the dirt, but Saltalamacchia is there to smother it. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Ryan Domit will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And this will be fouled away. Close to the bag at second there, now the pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 13 for him on the year, as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Oh, and he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Dan Uggla will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. First pitch on the way. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Garrett Jones will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Garrett Jones.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Get out here.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo home run for Garrett Jones, number 14 on the season, and the Marlins strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Greg Dobbs will get his first cuts here.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Greg Dobbs.
First offering on the way. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Now that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Come on now, let's go.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting sixth, catcher.
And the folks here in Atlanta should be interested in watching this fella as the former Braves phenom Jared Saltalamacchia stands in. Now this ball is also swung on and also hit on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Brian Bogusevic will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Let's go.
Here's one hit towards the hole. Look at Ugla. And from his wallet, he gets the out at first. A fantastic play, and the inning is over. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. B.J. Upton will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Now the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
That's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, And it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Ramiro Pena will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. In there, and it's 0-1.
Probably his best located pitch so far. Right on the outside corner, and that's the spot he's going to need to start finding.
Upton the runner at first, nobody out. And a fastball down low as that one just about got away from him.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Upton holding, here it comes. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And he struck him out.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches, but in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
Chris Medlin will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Jordan Schaefer will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Come on, Braves!
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
A really good at-bat here as we watch it again. Look, he finds his pitch, drives it right back up the middle, and with 2 away, that runner doesn't have to hold up and make sure it drops. He's moving on contact, and he's going to wind up scoring easily.
Andrelton Simmons will try and keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
All right, Braves! Go, Braves!
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but not going to be able to take anymore.
Here comes Fernandez, 0-2. On the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 2 full. It's the Braves 4 and the Marlins 1. Jordany Valdespin will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And this is in the air now, out to left. And he can't track it down. A base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Jose Fernandez will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Infield expecting bunt. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0. Not the right time to lose the strike zone here.
Definitely not when you've got a guy giving himself up.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. The 2-1. Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3.
And you got a guy up there trying to give you an out, and the last thing you want to do is walk him to put him on base for free.
And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Simmons, relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Christian Yelich will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
I don't think it's at all surprising about where these 3 pitches are going to be located. As we check them out here on Show Track, you're going to see all 3 pitches right down around the knees or lower. Now, they didn't get the ground ball that they were looking for, but guess what? Consolation prize, you get the strikeout.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
Hey, up! Let's try this one with your eyes open!
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
The right-hander deals on 1-2 and 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Jason Hayward makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's 1 away.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it. You can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Evan Gaddis will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Fouled back. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And a fastball misses there, ball four. Ryan Domet will get another shot to do some damage. He had the 3-run homer his first time around. In there for strike one, 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate.
Come on, get that running second.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Give him the green light.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, in his last start, these ground balls were finding gloves. But baseball, it can be a fickle game sometimes, and the breaks are definitely not going his way this time around.
Dan Ugla will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the third inning. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Runners are at first and second with one away.
Come on now, let's go.
And away waste pitch there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. And that's through into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home. And the run will score from second to make this a 5-1 game now. B.J. Upton will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. First pitch on its way to Upton. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
His last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, it's been a different story. Watching video of the last game is really paying off.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Let's put a few on the board.
And that misses, 2-1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Let's go. Hey.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Put it out to pasture.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Let's take you through that at-bat right here on Show Track. Now you're going to see he'll start things off with a nice slider. But he's not going to double that pitch up. He's going to keep that one in his back pocket for a little while until he needs it again. Then after a little bit of a battle, goes back to that slider and finishes him off.
Ramiro Pena will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two down, runners at first and second. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And a curveball had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Yelich is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Braves 5 and the Marlins 1. Garrett Jones will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Garrett Jones.
Right there for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
And you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Greg Dobbs will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
"5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. And this is on the ground toward the hole. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
So a runner at first with one man gone. And that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2.
And with a runner on first here, you're playing right into the pitcher's hands if you go chasing pitches below the knees. You got to know the situation and make him bring something up in the zone.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
The 1-0. 2-0. Swung on, missed, 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
Fouled straight back. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Marlins leave one. They're down 5-1. Chris Medlin will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
The fourth inning. Pitcher, Chris Medlin.
And the inning will begin with a fly ball out to straightaway right. Stanton is there to make the catch, and the home half of the fourth starts with a one-pitch out.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Jordan Schaefer will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in there.
Well, this won't hurt the old slugging percentage any. This thing finds a seam out there. He makes it all the way around to third with his 3rd triple of the year.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Jacob Turner is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Andrelton Simmons will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with a runner at third and only 1 gone. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he drops that one in for strike 2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And now this is fouled back as it caught the catcher Salto Lamacchia square in the grill that time. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Big opportunity, guys.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And you can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Now a swing and a ground ball. He'll go to the bag for one, but one's all they get as the run scores.
Well, the first baseman's playing back here, conceding the run, so no shot to come home with this thing. All he can do is take it to the bag himself, and the run will come in to score.
Jason Hayward try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Grounded foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Braves 6 and the Marlins 1. Jordany Valdespin will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Jordany Valdespin.
Now here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn here!
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Full count now, 3-2.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Well, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he'll take strike 3 called. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Rob Brantley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Rob Brantley.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The left field number 21,
Christian Yelich will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now the pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this ball will be chopped foul. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Get strike 3 here.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1 and 2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Giancarlo Stanton. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, and with 2 on now following the walk, he needed to jump ahead of the next guy, so that's a good way to start out.
Hold it back right here.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Just one more strike.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1 and 2. Grounded foul, still 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Nate Eovaldi is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Evan Gattis will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Evan Gattis.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
A 2-1 offering. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Bogusevic has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Ryan Domit will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Too high, 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And now this is fouled back as it caught the catcher Salto Namaki square in the grill that time. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Now another 1-2. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. Another 2-2 offering. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he didn't care too much for that call at the plate, but was he right? Show track says... Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a beef up there. That pitch looked to be a good few inches off the plate, and that's a tough way to go down. You know, no hitter likes to have the bat taken out of his hands.
Here's the first offering. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Dobbs will put this one away, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Garrett Jones will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Greg Dobbs will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Just watching him from up here, you can see in the body language, he's really struggling out there right now. 4 walks he's allowed. It's hard to allow that many without them coming back to bite you in the end.
Jared Saltalamacchia will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. And Upton's got this one. 2 away now.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Brian Bogusevic will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. Starts him with a breaking ball this time, misses down and in for a ball, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's through, a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Jordany Valdespin will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They trail 6-1. B.J. Upton will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Right fielder, B.J. Upton.
In there, strike 1. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the 1st out.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, "Go ahead, try to hit it." And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Ramiro Pena will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. And he can't track it down as this ball falls.
Well, a lot of switch hitters like to use the whole field, and this guy's no different. He just sprays this thing the other way, and he's got himself a one-out single.
Freddie Freeman will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Starts him with a breaking ball this time, misses down and in for a ball, 1-0. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Two and one now.
Just get it 90 feet closer.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Here he comes on 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Jordan Schaefer will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Come on, let's get a hit.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. They lead it 6-1. Back here at Turner Field. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one, but before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Anthony Varvaro is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Anthony Varvaro.
Marcell Ozuna will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Marcell Ozuna.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Full count offering on its way. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away.
Fire won't pass this.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Christian Yelich will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
1-0 on the way. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
He's gonna steal.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Get him doubled up, man.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he misses again, ball 3. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Get the plate for crying out loud. Quick.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Gaddis will make the play here, and that's out number 2.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1 left for
it's
Miami.
time for the
The
traditional
lead remains
7th
5.
inning.
It's 6-1. A.J. Ramos will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
A.J. Ramos.
Andrelton Simmons will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Pretty evident here that they weren't going to give this guy anything to pull in this at-bat. I mean, the guy has such quick hands through the pitch inside. But you're going to see that all 4 of these pitches on the outer half of the plate, and he just can't adjust to any of them.
Jason Hayward will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Swing, and he shoots this one to first. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Oh, they came right back at him with another heater right there. He wasn't surprised at all. He might have been sitting on that pitch. But he hit it right on the button. It just wound up being right at somebody.
Evan Gaddis will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. One 0 pitch now. Fouled back. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Got him. Down in order go the Braves. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Luis Avilan will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Luis Avila.
Garrett Jones will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Here comes the 1-0. Off the plate again, 2-0 now.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Keep it cool out here, folks. Got some water for you. Ice cold water.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And a good take there will net him a base runner, as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that's a great job there of knowing your responsibility at the plate. You're down by a bunch here in the 8th, so you need base runners. That's a good first step.
Greg Dobbs will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Goes the other way with a fastball, and this is in the air out to left. Schaefer will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. There's our line score to this point. You see the Braves leading this one from Turner Field as we play inning number 8. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in. He flew out his last time up. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Brian Bogusevic will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Here we go.
And a curveball in for a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
It looked like a two-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Jordany Valdespin will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Now, this game isn't over yet, but they're at least able to tack a second run onto the scoreboard here. You never say never in this game, but this hole might be a little too deep to dig out of.
And now the right-handed batting Jeff Baker is in the on-deck circle. It looks like he'll be called upon to pinch hit here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And low, it's a ball and a strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
Hold down.
From the belt, the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the two-strike pitch and chops it foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he may have reached for ball 4 there as this is sent on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Braves 6 and the Marlins 2. Carlos Marmol is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Carlos Marmol.
Ryan Domit will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one.
First baseman, Ryan.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Dan Ugla will stand in. He popped out in his last time. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this is fouled at the plate. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. B.J. Upton will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. There to play it is Dobbs, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Well, now here comes Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez out to home plate, and it looks like he's going to work the double switch here. Jordan Walden will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th.
Batting in the 6th spot, number 52, Jordan Walden. Now playing second base and batting in the
Christian Yelich will start things off here in the 9th. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, and I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
Get your assaults out of him.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
Come on now.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. Another try at 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Giancarlo Stanton is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Braves have taken the first 3 games in this 4-game set. They'll look to sweep tomorrow as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Guys, the Braves tonight were led offensively by the exploits of this man, Ryan Doman. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Braves are winners here, 6-2. Good night from Atlanta.